Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the World of Warcraft. Obviously, I had unlocked not my experience. I had unlocked time walking, so I could go and just sell more of these grays out of my bags automatically. Um, we had gone and unlocked time walking, so I could go do a couple of raids. Still did not get the things that we were after. But hey, we got some more gold, so what can you say? Buddy of mine just passed 1 million gold. I don't believe it was for the first time, but it was for the first time with a single character without transferring gold. So, grats to him. I am hoping to catch up. We are at a quarter of 100,000 right now. We're just going to go ahead and toss up some auctions right quick. Where's mine? Level 79. So we'll just toss it up for 5k like that guy's got it. And we'll toss these up. We're going to make sure we re-enable time walking this time before we wander off. Definitely don't want to make that same mistake that we made in, I believe it was part 3 of Red Ridge, where I flew all the way the hell out there and realized I had derped and had not turned time walking back on. Which I think has happened a couple times, but only once, I believe, that I kept the recording going and was just like, you know what, fuck it. We're here. We're doing this shit. That ended right. Oh no, Darkmoon Fair. Yeah, Darkmoon Fair ended 4 days ago. Oops. I had to turn that quest in. Well, that's alright. We can go in, we can stop tracking that, we can stop tracking this, and we can stop tracking this the call to the Burning Crusade. The only quest we are the only quest we are currently concerned with is our hero's call to Duskwood. That is where we are headed. Make sure we're in time walking. Wonderful. We are at level 48, rocking just over 25,000 gold. And since I made that, since I deposited all my gold into the guild bank, this is entirely self-found gold. This is no gold now, having been transferred from other characters. I believe the most gold I have ever had, most gold ever owned, was 51,000. I deposited that 50,000 gold into the bank. And you might be saying, well, you still had that other 1,000, and you'd be correct. But I also bought flying for 4,500, so this is all self-found. We are entirely in the self-found realm right now, which is pretty cool. Having all of my riding skills already, and still rocking a decent amount. Well, what I call a decent amount, and most other people would call chump change. Handful of people also here rocking out. So don't think I have to go check on the hermit guy yet. Wait, there's another quest here. Maybe this is the guy that wants me to go check on the hermit. Nope, this is the beginning of the Legend of Stalvin. A quest that is but a shadow of its former self, sadly. The Legend of Stalvin used to be this epic fucking quest chain. It sent you all over the place. Hello, Mr. Unknown Soldier. I want to love you. I actually got to go to the Tomb of the Unknowns. Got to watch a changing of the guard. I have video of that and a handful of pictures. Also got a pin of the a pin that depicts the tomb guard. And I believe we bought my fiance's dad a Christmas tree ornament that depicted the tomb guard in front of the Tomb of the Unknown. Also got a pocket watch from the Tomb of the Unknown in Arlington, Virginia. So was really cool. So and I need to remember to give my fiance a what the hell did she ask for? A writing credit. Because I asked her where my next adventure should be, and she said, "Well, you're already doing Eastern Kingdoms. May as well keep going the way you've been going." I'm not going to do this just yet, just because there's another quest that's going to send me this way to actually kill some of that goofy stuff. So we'll hold off for a moment. We're going to kill some of these Nightbane Worgen. So yeah, I was pretty much already intending on coming this way, but that solidified it. Since I can realistically do these zones in whatever order I do so choose. Because by and large, the quests aren't going to really impact things from one zone to the next. So I could go and do these zones in whatever order, but hooray, level 49. It just kind of makes the most sense to keep going with this. Crusader Strike, 10% more damage and more crit damage. Crusader Strike, make Divine Storm free. I don't really need that at the moment. No. 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 Increase to 20 yards. What are you now? 12? 12. Increase to 20. I mean, could be useful later, but no. I guess we just go for this one. That's fine. Is there a rare spawn over here? Not that I'm seeing, really. Though there are these papers I gotta pick up. Hey, how you doing? Cool, we're gonna keep scouting out possible rare spawn locations. Nah. Figured since I was already over this way, not only could I scope out rare spawn locations, but I could also check for treasure chests, which would also be nice. But neither of those ended up being the case. All that lovely experience for mining stuff. I've not done anything with my mining or with my I'm sorry, not my mining, with my my secondaries, my cooking, my fishing, what have you. So they're still relatively low. Need to do that at some point, but that is not the sort of thing I plan on having a video of. Just 6 hours of me clicking and waiting for fish, and then taking those fish and cooking those fish into things. Because if I'm remembering correctly, you can level the entirety of your classic cooking with fishing. It works out, you know, you get them both done at the exact same, well, not the exact same time, but if you're going to level one, you may as well level the other. What do you mean I'm in combat? I'm not in combat. Get this shit out of here. Still can't get over how good Red Pallies feel to play. Like, having played a Paladin in pretty much every expansion, never really as a main, just because of how god-awful boring they were. But I've at least dabbled with them in every expansion, so having this level of power over what I was used to is still just blowing my mind. Like, the clear speed is insane. Hey, Loopy, how you doing, buddy? Hey, you want in on this? Hey. No? Alright. I tried. Spiders. There you go, but I was hunting there for a minute. Any other spiders hanging around? No. Oh, there's one way over there, but this guy's going to leash before I get over there. That's fine. Come on, Wolfie. One more spoder flank. Let's grab some spoders. Come on. Come on. No? Annoying. Here, spoder, spoder, spoder. There we go. Alright, so what are these quests giving us? Because we have quite a few of them. Almost 7,000 apiece, that's not too shabby. You know, assuming we can get around these trees. Doesn't really matter, does it? No, this one sells for more. Take that one. There we go. There's the undead quest I was looking for. So I think this is the zone I'm finally going to have to lock my experience in. Can I learn these? Perfect. Oh, hey, I can make these. Let's do that right quick. May as well, right? We're standing right here. And while I'm doing that, let me take a quick minute to tell you about this video's sponsor. Of course, I don't actually have one of those, but the Taro Wireless 1D Laser Barcode Scanner. Best fucking investment I have made recently. Not saying something, since I actually do have some of my money in investments, which have been doing quite nicely. But between my fiance and I, we have a fair number of books. And so we just went through and actually finally cataloged them all. And it was ridiculously easy. If you have a large number of books, libib.com. Make a free account. You can have up to, I believe it's 5,000 items. And with the barcode, there was no software to install, no nothing. I literally just took the fucking Bluetooth dongle that it comes with, slapped it into my USB drive, went to the website, went to add item, hit it with the barcode scanner. It auto-loaded the item in and auto-added it to the account. This was something that we had actually seen on TikTok last night, and I just picked one up off of Amazon and had it overnighted. And it was wonderful. Took us about 2.5 hours to do the entirety of our collection. And yeah, like that was with auditing, because of course, you know, you're connected to a website, and the website has to look up the metadata attached to an ISBN number. So sometimes the delay on the website was longer than others. And that's not to say it was long. It was just, you know, instead of it taking 2 seconds, it might take 4. But you get into this rhythm with scanning, and then it didn't actually capture one of the books, and then you have to go back and, you know, just audit your work a little bit. But once we got into a groove, it worked pretty well. But yeah, got everything set up. Now, the data's a little skewed because some of the books are box sets containing anywhere from 3 books up to 7, I believe. And so it's counting those as singular items.
because some of the books just do not have individual barcodes, like the Spelljammer D&D collection. Um, there are no individual barcodes on those books. There's no individual barcodes on the expansion rules box set or the basic rules box set, which we of course bought because we wanted those holographic covers. Those covers are awesome. Um, so, and we also have books that have been around longer than the international standard numbers. I don't have to kill this guy yet. Okay. That was a whoopsie. So there's a third quest I should have been waiting for. But that's alright. We can come back. So we have some books. We actually looked it up while we were doing this. I believe the SBN numbers, which were developed here in America, were in 67, something to that effect. Let me double check that right quick. There it is. So the SBN, or Standard Book Numbering System, was created in 1966. The initial ISBN system, or International Standard Book Number, was first devised in 1967 based on the original SBN numbering, and was first published, first used in 1972. And we have books on our shelf from the 30s and before that. So certain books couldn't be added. But when all was said and done, minus all of those books that couldn't be scanned or that were part of box sets, and so the box set's just counting as an individual number, we ended up with 667 books, which is awesome. Partly because there was a thing, we were also looking like what actually denotes a library. And obviously this isn't a public space, so we could never be considered a legit library anyway. But we looked it up, and you're the guy I was meant to talk to first. There was an article online that was like, having 500 books is when it starts to feel like you have a library at home. But to truly have the beginnings of an actual home library, you want to have at least 1,000 books. But fuck you. We don't have space for that many more books. Though that said, if we count all the individuals, plus we have, like the omnibuses for manga, and a shitload of comic books, we do have well over 1,000 titles. Just not all cataloged, because of course comic books run off of a different barcode system. Their numbers do not mesh with book numbers, sadly, so we couldn't scan in the comic books. And while we could go through and manually add all of that data, like, that's 100% a possibility. If you have that kind of time and dedication, you can absolutely add it all. Also works, I believe, for games, movies, and music. That we did not catalog. We could have. We do have a bunch of games here, a bunch of music, a handful of DVDs. Not many of those in the streaming age. Although if I were to ever grab my anime closet from my parents' house, there's a lot of anime just kind of sitting at my parents' place from back in the days when I worked at IT and was making really good money while not having a whole lot of expenses because I never really did anything. Like my expenses were rent, occasionally covering groceries, and my WoW subscription and my phone bill. Like that was kind of it. I didn't have a car, didn't have a lot because I worked in Center City. I just took the train into town every day. So I had my SEPTA fees. So my anime closet's probably like 10 grand worth of stuff, just kind of chilling. Or 10,000 worth of market retail price. Some of that stuff does not exist anymore, so I'm sure the price has gone up. Like I had the entirety of the Rurouni Kenshin soundtrack, which I fucking love the Kenshin soundtrack. Like those instrumentals were so fucking good. Undanceable Waltz is still one of my favorites. I want to say at the time that had a suggested retail price of $350. I had found it on an import website for $80, something like that. So I already saved almost $300. And that was on like 22 discs. It was absolutely insane how many discs that thing was on. And you want to fight? Okay. I don't think that's available anymore. I think I tried looking it up just to see, and it does not seem to exist anymore. So yeah, I have that. I have no idea how much that thing is worth right now. I have a bunch of old collector sets. Like I had the Basilisk collector set with the original wooden box and everything. That was really cool. The original Haruhi Suzumiya box set. I think I had the Outlaw Star Collector's Edition. All the Tenchi series. There was, there was quite a lot in my anime closet. All the series of Kenshin, plus all the movies. Well, not that we talk about Kenshin Season 3, but everything else was really good. The train episode is still easily one of my favorites. Partly because the animation style was suddenly very different, and partly just for content. Sanosuke on the fucking train was an absolute riot. A large collection of anime that's just kind of chilling, collecting dust. But we have a DVD player under the TV, but like my computer doesn't have a DVD player anymore, and that was the primary way that I would watch a lot of this stuff. And the main reason that I want it back is I have a lot of the original English dubs of things, like Evangelion, and you go and try and watch Evangelion now, and you're like, these voices are not what I remember, because the version that they have on Netflix isn't the version that I had, when I was, Jesus, almost 20 years younger. I'm getting old. So having like some of those original dubs back would be really cool. Oh hey, 51. Sweet. Definitely grabbing Wake of Ashes. It's definitely what we're going for first. Because Wake of Ashes is awesome. Ever since that was a skill in Legion, it's not quite as busted as it was in Legion, but I will take it. Actually, arguably, it's more busted now because of the one follow-up talent that causes you to lash out 2 additional times against your primary target. It's just really good. No upgrade on the Signet. That's sad. Could have updated. I wouldn't have minded. I just want to check something. Ooh, already at 31 minutes. Well, that's all right then. We'll cut this one as soon as I turn in this last quest. Last couple quests. We've killed some Worgens in the woods. We got to kill some more Worgens coming up here. The Vile and the Tainted. Which my brain was just like, isn't that an Eric Larson book? But no, that is the Splendid and the Vile. That's a little bit different. And then our last quest to turn in here. And he wants his crate, which is over here in the Ogre Mount. So we are just about through with at least this side of Darkshire. So we will go ahead. We'll cut it there, and we will pick back up next time.